Hello watch fans, today a very affordable, very dressy, very classy watch from Baltany. I did review a few watches from this company before. They are a very affordable watch company from China, and they produce a lot of homage watches to 1940s, 50s and 60s field watches, military watches. So they sent in this watch for me, I got to choose it, and let's have a closer look at the Baltany watch here. Typical Baltany packaging with the outer cardboard box. Inside you find this leather pouch here. And let's have a closer look at the watch. And here we have the watch out of the box. As you can see, it is a typical field style watch with a very legible dial with the numerals 1 to 12 on the outside of the dial. Then you have sword style hands, and then above 6 o'clock you have the running seconds with a white on black date window. I think everything just looks really nice on this watch. And let me just reveal the price right away. It is $139 US. It measures 39 millimeters in diameter. You have a lock-to-lock distance of 46.5 millimeters. A thickness of 11.5 millimeters, including this domed sapphire crystal. Very slightly dome, you can see, to the sapphire crystal. And then a lock opening of a very nice 20 millimeters. It is made in 316L stainless steel. And I must say that the case and the crown isn't something that is super impressive with this watch. It is of course a very affordable watch, but they did nothing to the case apart from just brushing it very lightly. You do get a polished part on the bezel here and an unsigned crown you see here. This is a screw down crown. Although it's not a dive watch or sports watch per se, it has 100 meters of water resistance, which is very nice. It comes on a leather strap here. I think the leather strap is the perfect choice for this watch. The brown really complements the brown dial. And you see, after wearing this watch for approximately 10 days, it does begin to show a little bit sign of wear, which I think really just complements the vintage look and feel and inspiration for this watch. Sterile case back. Now the dial is the big star of this watch in my opinion. I really do enjoy the sunburst brown. I have a little thing with brown watches personally. I think you get both a vintage inspired watch and you get a very dressy watch with this watch. And I do enjoy the details on the dial, especially with the small seconds date window. You see it's just a little different of a shade of brown than the majority of the dial. Very little writing, just Baltany above 12 o'clock. It's powered by a Seagull ST1731. This is an automatic movement with approximately 40 hours of power reserve. It does beat at 21,600 revolutions per hour, which is perfectly fine when you have a small seconds like on this watch. Let's just have a look at the accuracy. So I'm not super impressed with the accuracy of this watch. It's not a huge disappointment. It is, after all, a very affordable watch, but I did get better accuracy testing with other Baltany watches. Also, I do prefer watches to be running faster than slower. The watch does also come in a black version if the brown is not something for you. And of course you have to live with the patina of the hour markings on the outside of the railroad track here, and of course the hands. I think they complement this watch very nicely. It is a Swiss Super Luminova, and let's just have a look at the lume, because as always on Baltany watches the lume is great, so that's a huge plus. So here you see the Baltany Dirty Dozen small seconds date on my 17 centimeter wrist circumference. I think it looks great. It looks much more expensive than it is. And of course the big question mark with this watch is how reliable will it be in 1, 2 or 3 years? That is the big question in my opinion. For a smaller amount of time, it's definitely a fun and nice buy. Definitely a cool everyday watch or a dress watch. And if it only lasts for 1 or 2 or 3 years, and I'm not saying that it only does last for a small amount of time, then it's still quite a cheap watch. If it lasts for 10 years, you made a really great deal. So I was sent this watch from Baltany. I get to keep the watch, but of course I'm giving you a honest review. So you don't of course get a very original watch, but you get everything you want, an automatic Chinese movement, and I actually do enjoy that a Chinese watch manufacturer actually use a local movement like seagull. You get Swiss superluminova, you get 316L stainless steel and a pretty nice leather strap. You get a screw down crown, 100 meters of water resistance, and AR treated domed sapphire crystal. That is a lot for $139 in my opinion. So let me hear down in the comments what you think about this watch. Is it a watch that is worth the money? If you enjoyed this review, don't forget to give it a thumbs up, leave a comment down below, follow me on Instagram and Facebook, and I'll see you very soon again. Thank you. Bye.